Hello friends, welcome to the Farmhouse Kitchen.
We are both in the mood for lemon. So today I'm going to be making 3 luscious lemon recipes. If this is your first time to our channel, we're Don and Brenda Wardenberg, and when he retired, we bought a farm 7 years ago.
7 years, wow.
Yeah, so we've been on a learning adventure ever since then.
You have to excuse us today. We've been sick for 4 weeks. Now we're feeling better, but we're in that phase where you just don't sound very good, but we're doing okay.
We feel good.
Yeah.
So those 4 weeks, we did spend a lot of time eating out of our larder, our root cellar, canned things, frozen things. We lived off a lot of the food we preserved, but now we're in the mood for something more refreshing.
Yeah, lemons. And I think I know why. You have a lemon tree in your grow room.
I'm growing a lemon tree for the first time. I had it last summer and it grew in the tunnel, brought it in for the winter, and at this point it has a lemon on it like this big. I think they take like almost a year to grow to maturity.
So this is inspirational.
Someday maybe I'll have a lot of lemons, but we did have to buy these.
Now we do have 2 kinds of lemons here, don't we?
Which I've never heard of the one.
Yeah. This is a seedless lemon. We've never tried it, and I really want to try it, but I'm a little nervous because sometimes when you get a seedless variety of something, it's convenient with no seeds, but it doesn't taste as good. So we're going to find out, aren't we?
Yeah, we'll see what happens. So for the very first recipe, we're going to make a delicious lemon cheesecake.
Hey, I have a question.
What's that?
Are we going to get to taste this today?
If I got it done fast and we get it refrigerated, we might be able to taste it by the end of the day.
So what are you telling me? Get moving?
Yeah. The cheesecake. It has me doing some things I've never done when I made cheesecake before. They had me wrap tin foil around the bottom and sides of the pan and spray it with sprinkle with flour. So I'm doing that. I'm not sure if it's to keep it from burning or what, but I'm going to follow the instructions specifically. So the pan
tin
is
foil
ready.
on the outside makes sense to me so that the crust doesn't overcook.
I guess. We'll find out, but I'm going to do what they say. And when it actually comes to baking, you put water. It's going to be sitting in another pan, and you put water in the other pan. So we'll see how it goes. But the crust is like any cheesecake crust. Graham cracker crumbs, and I will have the recipe below in the description, the exact amounts. And sugar. So I pulse this a few times, get it combined, and then I pour in 6 tablespoons of melted unsalted butter. So pulse it a few times. Then pour in the butter. Till it's like a wet sand. And I'd say we're there. Now I just have to put it into the pan, press it down a little bit up the sides. It says about 1 inch up the sides. I have never had a lemon cheesecake.
I haven't either, but I can picture it.
Oh, I can too.
The other ones are more interesting to me, actually.
Yeah. We're going to make something special for the top of the cheesecake. And then a dessert I had never heard of before. It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
So I'll get this patted down, and then it's going to go in the oven at 350 for, I think, 15 minutes. And while that's baking, I'll mix up the cheesecake part. Ha ha ha.
Let's look at that
fun part.
closely. Yeah. Good job.
And at least I go up the side about 1 inch. I got to make sure, sometimes the corner around the edge gets real thick when you do this. I'm trying to keep the corner from getting too thick.
You know, I can tell you're still sick, not just because of
My voice?
your voice, but you know why else?
Why?
You just came in from the chickens and you were huffing and puffing.
I'll tell you what, my breathing's not the same. After kind of laying around for 4 weeks, plus my lungs aren't clear yet. It's hard. And yes, I'll be running out to the chickens every half hour today.
Yeah, they're kind of irritating you right now, aren't they?
I have a problem with my chickens. While I was sick, I didn't keep a real close eye on them. And the other day I noticed they were eating eggs. The eggs were cracked and some of the eggs were gone. And as I'm watching them, I found one with a cross beak, where the bottom and top beak are crossed over, not meeting up where they should. We think they were in a fight, and her jaw got broken. So she's now in chicken heaven. But I think a couple of the other ones got a taste for it. They say once a chicken tastes egg yolk, it's like crack. So my chickens are loving eating eggs right now. So I'm going out every half hour, pulling the good eggs, and I have a dozen ceramic eggs in the nest. So hopefully, every time they go to peck an egg, they get their beak hurt a little bit and they don't get anything good out of it. So I have to keep the good eggs out so they're not getting rewarded. And I'm also going to try putting curtains up at the nest so they can't just see the eggs and start eating them. But anyway, I'm in a battle with my chickens. You don't eat our eggs. They're our eggs.
So I was just thinking, what other cooking show could you go to and get good information on your chickens?
I don't know.
You have to be in a farmhouse.
I guess, yeah.
A kitchen.
The whole thing. We got the whole bang right here. Now this is going to go in the oven, 350, I think for 15 minutes. And then I'll start making the cheesecake. First thing for the filling is to mix the lemon zest and the sugar in a food processor. I kind of really blend it all together. Zip, 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 and the sugar turns like yellow. So see how this looks. Oh, cool. Yeah, the sugar's yellow. So we have the lemon zest and the sugar all zipped together. I have the cream cheese in the bowl. I'm going to mix the cream cheese, the lemon sugar, and the salt. And again, I have the exact amounts down below in the recipe.
Let me see that before you turn it on.
Okay. Okay, now that's pretty well creamed together. Now I add the eggs one at a time, mix each one in before I add the next one. So here's the first one. The thing about having fresh eggs, we always keep them out at room temperature. The eggs need to be at room temperature. They're ready. Egg number 1. Egg number 2.
People always ask us, why can you keep eggs at room temperature, farm fresh eggs?
They have to be unwashed. If you ever watch a chicken lay an egg, when it comes out, it looks wet. It has something called the bloom. They actually have a protective coating on it when they lay it that keeps bacteria from getting into the egg. So as long as you don't wash those eggs, there's a protection on there that keeps any bacteria from getting in. As soon as you wash them, you're washing that bloom off. Then bacteria can get inside the egg. As long as that bloom is on, they can stay at room temperature. You wash the bloom off, they need to be refrigerated. So our bloom is on. And egg number 3. They call for large eggs. That's another thing. My chickens lay all different kind of eggs, different sizes, so I have every size imaginable. Now I'm going to add in the vanilla, lemon juice, and some heavy cream. This is going to be good. I can get the vanilla open. And this is vanilla a friend of mine made me. I have 2 friends that make vanilla. I like this. And this one's made with vodka. She gave me one that's made with rum too. They're slightly different, but both are delicious. Lemon juice and heavy cream. Make that all blended together. I'm going to scrape down the bowl too, make sure I get everything off the sides. Scrape it down, mix it a little more. I'll be ready to pour in the shell, in the crust. We might have to taste test the batter, bad that we are. So I'm going to pour the finished cheesecake batter into the crust, and the crust is pretty much cooled off. You want it as cool as possible. We did take a little taste test. It's good.
Yes, it's excellent.
And after I put it in the oven, I will be pouring boiling water around this pan, about halfway up the cheesecake pan.
Well, let's look closer here. Huh.
So this is going in the oven.
And how are you going to get the water in there?
Like this.
Oh, and that's boiling? That's hot water?
I had boiling.
Wow.
Okay. And it bakes for 50 minutes until it's jiggly and looks like it's kind of done. So I set the timer here. But while that's baking, we can start the next recipe. Okay, the next recipe is for lemon curd. I've never made it before.
Hey, I don't even know what it is.
Funny you should ask. I don't know how to describe it either. Here's the definition. Lemon curd is a smooth, creamy, and tangy spread or filling made from lemon juice, lemon zest, sugar, eggs, and butter. It has a thick custard-like texture, balancing bright citrus flavor with rich sweetness. Unlike jelly, it's rich due to the egg yolks and the butter. It's commonly used in tarts, cakes, scones, or on toast. And I'm making it primarily because we're going to spread a layer of it on top of our cheesecake. But I also do want to try it like on toast or something like that. So, another experiment, lemon curd.
Sounds good. I like the word bright in there.
Yeah.
I need something bright.
We need bright. And it starts with 6 egg yolks. And what you do is you mix a couple ingredients together and you get them all mixed up.
Oh, that's cute. Let me see what that looks like.
Just yolks.
Oh.
Not that attractive.
Oh, I thought you had something else in there.
Not yet. Now the next thing I'm putting out is lemon sugar. Just like we did for the cheesecake, I had lemon I zested, and then I put it through the food processor with the sugar. So I have lemon sugar. And the instructions actually said you do that in the food processor because it makes the lemon zest release the oils into the sugar. So it releases a lot more flavor. So now I'm going to zest the sugar, or mix the sugar in with the zest, in with the egg yolks until it's all mixed in and gets kind of lighter in color. So I'll do that for a while.
So is this something you serve cold?
Yes. After we get it all finished, you actually put it in the fridge and it finishes setting up in the fridge. I think it's like a cross between a jam and a pudding. To me, that's what it sounds like. We're going to find out.
Sounds like a British thing to me.
Oh, I think it is.
Yeah?
The third recipe is British, too.
Okay.
The third recipe is supposed to be one of the Queen's favorite recipes.
Oh, nice.
Favorite desserts. Think that's enough?
Oh, sure.
Then you mix in the lemon juice, whisk it some more, then we start heating it up. So I'm going to slowly whisk in the lemon juice. And again, I'll have the recipe below with exact amounts. And this is all lemon juice fresh we squeezed from the lemons. Now time to put it on the heat. Start heating it up. So I just have to heat this on low while stirring it until it thickens up. Don't know how long that's going to take. So I'll time it and let you know how long it took to get it thickened up. Okay, it took about 14 minutes, but it did thicken up and just started to bubble. Now the next step is weird. It's unsalted butter, cubed, cold. Stir that in and melt it into the, melt it into the curd. Isn't that weird?
So did you put what is the temperature of it? Did you put your thermometer
It doesn't say to check temperature. It just has to get thick and start to bubble. And it was starting to bubble.
Okay.
Glug, 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 you know.
Wow.
So I'll melt this, and then I just put it in a container. I put saran wrap over the top because it can develop a film apparently on the top.
Okay.
And then put it in the fridge to finish setting up.
Wow, so you're almost done.
Yeah, it looks beautiful, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Now I gotta figure out what container I want to put it in. There, I think the butter's pretty much melted.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be good. We're gonna be British.
Yeah.
On to the third recipe. This is lemon posset. I had never heard of it. Donnie stumbled on it somewhere. How did you stumble on this?
I don't know. My
When we were doing our
research.
yogurt. I think when we were looking into yogurt and stuff, this popped up somehow. But one thing we read said it was the Queen's favorite dessert.
Okay.
We have made it once, and it is pretty darn good. And it's just 4 ingredients: heavy cream, sugar, lemon zest, and lemon juice. And first I combine the cream, sugar, and lemon zest and cook it till it comes to like a simmer and thickens up a little bit. So that's number 1. The heavy cream. And if you notice my oven door is open, the cheesecake is done, but you're supposed to just let it sit in there for like an hour and cool in the oven. So
Notice
the cream.
one of your cabinet doors is open too.
Sugar, oh, they're always open. And the zest. And now when we made this the last time, we left the zest in it, but we didn't like the texture of the zest in the finished product. So we'll probably strain it out after we cook it. But it gives the flavor, an amazing flavor. So I just cook this over low to medium heat until it thickens up and simmers a little bit.
Let's take a peek.
See cream with a little bit of lemon zest floating around.
Huh. Nice.
I got the pasta up to a simmer and simmed it for 3 minutes. It says 3 minutes until it slightly thickens. Well, I actually did it for 4 minutes and it's slightly thickened. I don't know what slightly actually means. But I took it off the heat. Now I stir in the lemon juice and let it sit for 10 minutes to cool off a little bit.
Let's see what that looks like.
Okay, now we just wait 10 minutes.
Okay. Does this seem delicate, the whole process?
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
And like I say, we didn't strain it the first time we made it. And we didn't like the taste of the zest.
Yeah.
So before I pour it in the containers, I will be pouring it through a strainer.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll
Cool.
see how it turns out. Sat for 10 minutes, cooling off. Let me get a spatula. I'm going to pour it into a container that'll be easier to pour from, and I'm going to strain out the zest. So there goes beautiful posset.
We typically like zest.
Zest.
I mean, when we drink orange juice.
Yes,
and
I love the
we like
pulp.
the pulp and we like the texture.
It's something about this. It's so delicate and so, I don't know.
And there's not that much of it, so it feels
No.
odd when you run
Yeah,
into one.
we just didn't like it.
Yeah.
Normally, that's why we didn't strain it. Usually we would like the zest in there. So I'll get this all strained through and then I put it in 3 different containers. You can actually put it back into a lemon shell and serve it in the lemon shell.
Yeah.
I'm going to put 2 in a pretty little glasses, like tall dessert glasses. And I'm going to put 2 in ramekins. And I love creme brulee. And apparently you can put sugar over this and then torch it like a creme brulee, which I'm going to have to try.
Okay.
So I'll bring it back as soon as I get this all strained through here.
We know this stuff is good.
Yes. They're little lemon shells. They don't hold much. But they'll be pretty.
Excellent.
And they're ramekins. And the first time we made it, we'd find it set up real good on the top, but the bottom wasn't as set. So I don't want it real deep.
I don't know how long it takes to properly set.
I think it said 4 hours.
Okay.
Now I have more, so I think I'm going to do more ramekins.
Okay.
I'm partial to the creme brulee idea.
Yeah. Definitely the best part of the video.
He's been looking forward to this, and so have I.
I feel extra pressure today because you are sick and some of your taste...
My taste isn't 100%. I can taste,
No.
but it's not 100%.
Mine's pretty good, so I'm feeling the weight of I have to be...
They're all
Okay.
going to be good, so I don't think we have to worry
All
too
right,
much.
let's go.
So we have our lemon cheesecake with lemon curd on the top.
So it's a double lemon.
Yeah, garnished with
Cheesecake.
berries and whipped cream. And then our lemon posset in a dish, in a lemon, and with the creme brulee, with the, what's it called? Browned sugar on top, like creme brulee. I'm going to try that one. I love that.
Can't keep my eyes off them.
So first we'll try the cheesecake.
Okay.
Lemon cheesecake with lemon curd on top.
Oops. So it's cheesecake. Come on, we're gonna like cheesecake. This
Yeah, it
has
can't
to
be
be
bad.
good. So I'm more interested in what the
I'm going to say how lemony it is.
posset. Well, that's true. I don't know if I've
curd.
ever had lemon in the cheesecake.
Yeah, I never have.
Okay. Here
Cheers.
We go. It's a terrific lemon flavor.
Yeah. The cheesecake is not as lemony. The curd has a little more lemon.
Yeah. I'm going to try a little bit of cheesecake by itself.
I like it with the curd.
The cheesecake is definitely more subtle, which is what you would want, I think. Because at some point it becomes a danger of too much. But it is a beautiful flavor.
When you wouldn't have to put the lemon curd on top. You could
Yeah.
just do a regular cheesecake with some whipped cream on top or something, or fruit and whipped cream.
So to me, it's amazing because you have such a balance of different. First of all, I always love the graham cracker crust, and then come on, cheesecake's beautiful, and then you get a punch from the curd,
And
on
mix
top, and
the
then you
fruit in
have the
with it.
fruit. So it's amazing.
Thumbs up, thumbs up.
Absolutely, actually, it's one of the best cheesecakes I've ever had, and I love cheesecake.
He's a
It
cheesecake
is.
guy.
It's
That's
amazing.
pretty high praise.
Yeah, and the mix with the fresh fruit on it.
Well, it's not too heavy and not too light. Because
Yeah.
some cheesecakes are really heavy, and some are like too fluffy. This is like just perfect.
I can't imagine it being better.
No, I can't either.
Yeah,
Well, that's a winner.
big winner.
Pretty and delicious. Now we have the possets. Now, do you want to taste just the plain posset with the fruit, or do you want to try with the crunchy sugar
I want to
topping?
do the plain first.
I'm going for this.
Are you? All right,
See,
well,
that's
let's
what I
do them
love.
together. The same.
Okay.
I mean, this is just so beautiful. Any
Just
one
get
of
a
these
little
by
bite of lemon
themselves.
with the crunchy sugar topping. I do love creme brulee. That's one
Well,
of my
you
favorite
know
desserts.
that the sugar talk.
I'm gonna like
you're
that
gonna
part.
like that no matter what. All right, here we go.
Cheers.
That has the most lemon punch.
I like that.
You know?
What if I like that better than regular creme brulee? I don't know. That could be a toss-up. You know?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to give up either because I like the difference. I like them
Yeah.
both. But the lemon is so beautiful. The flavor in there, like wow.
This is delicious.
It makes you wonder if at some point you could have too much lemon flavor, you know?
I find that hard to believe. So good with the sugar topping. Now you just
Okay.
taste some plain, no sugar at all.
So the posset it's really soft and lighter and creamier, you know, than the, what was it?
The cheesecake and the curd.
And the curd on top. The curd is heavier and very strong with the lemon,
Yeah.
probably the strongest. This is milder, but plenty of flavor.
Yeah.
I could eat the most of this, I think. Amazing.
I could eat all of.
Okay.
Now, do you still want to try some plain or just take some plain out without sugar? You just want to eat out of the lemon.
I do. This is so attractive to me, having it, the presentation of it being in the lemon.
This would be so cute at a summer picnic to bring a tray of these out in the lemons.
Yeah, it's amazing.
People would love this.
Yeah. And I can't believe over all the years, all the things we've eaten, I've never had this
No,
before.
no.
I'm going to have it with some fruit.
Oh, my first bite plain. Ready?
Okay.
It is so smooth and creamy. I remember we did strain the zest out of this.
Yeah.
So there's no zest. It's very smooth and
It
creamy.
is better without the zest. And normally,
The posset.
I like the additional texture.
But because it's so light and
Yes.
creamy, you really feel the
Yeah.
texture of the zest.
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just all in my head, but it's so charming eating it out of the lemon,
lemon.
that it makes it taste better than what it is, maybe.
The hard part is the recipe calls for zest. If you zest the lemons, they don't look that pretty. So you'd have to have enough lemons to zest and still have pretty shells to put them in.
Try it with a little bit of the raspberry.
Raspberry?
Yeah.
I tried blueberry.
That's a win-win. Yeah.
I can't wait till we have our own raspberries this summer. We'll have red
The
raspberries, black
perfect
raspberries. Oh,
summer
baby.
with a touch of elegance.
Yeah, they are delicious.
Yeah. And this has to be great too. This is a sentimental little cup for us too, though.
We
I'm
got
gonna
that on one of
try
our
it.
biking trips.
Yeah.
So now if we start all these, we're going to have to finish all these desserts tonight?
Be able to.
Wonder why our sugars are a little high.
Well, today was fun.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah.
I mean, none of them are really hard to do. The cheesecake takes some time, but they're all pretty easy to do. But if you want to just try one of them, I would recommend trying that Posset. That is so good.
I would recommend the Posset with the lemon. That is just,
Yeah.
that's
In
amazing.
the little lemon shell.
Yeah.
It's just so cute. So well, I hope you enjoyed our lemon recipes,
Yeah.
and I hope you try some of them and see if you like them.
What a great way to let winter go
Yeah.
and welcome, embrace spring
Bright
with
lemon.
a lemon.
So thanks for watching, and we will see you in our next video. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.